Hey, what's up everyone? Joshua Partugi here. In today's vlog, I want to be brief and have a discussion with you about accountability. Accountability is rarely discussed in the Scrum community. However, I think this topic is important and should not be overlooked. So I recently read this article that was published on Inc. Australia, written by Jason Aiton. Link to the article is in the description section down below. In this article, Jason wrote about the massive layoff that's currently happening in several tech companies, namely Google, Microsoft, Salesforce, Amazon, and also Facebook. And in the article, Jason criticizes the internal email that was sent by Sundar Pichai to his employees and was published on Google's company blog. So in that email, Sundar Pichai wrote how he takes full responsibility for the decisions that led Google to do massive layoffs. Jason, the writer of the article, found that line on the email is problematic. So Pichai said that he takes full responsibility. But Jason thinks that responsibility without accountability is meaningless if Pichai isn't losing his job. Jason also thinks the same should happen to Satya Nadella at Microsoft, Mark Benioff at Salesforce, and also Mark Zuckerberg at Meta. This is really interesting, how Jason relates accountability with getting fired. The reason why I want to bring up this topic, the topic on accountability, is because I have been in several conversations with hiring managers and with senior leaders who feel they're not getting value from their Scrum Masters and also from their product owners. Some companies, I found, they just hired Scrum Masters and product owners just to fill in the slot. So we're using Scrum, we need product owners, we need Scrum Masters, they fill in the slot without proper understanding about the accountabilities of both the Scrum Master and also the product owner. Now, folks, as we know, Scrum has three accountabilities: product owner, Scrum Master, and developers. In today's vlog, I would like to emphasize product owners and Scrum Masters accountability only. So I will not touch the developers accountability on today's vlog. Product owner, as we know, is accountable for maximizing the value resulting from the work of the Scrum team and effective product backlog management. Scrum Master, on the other hand, is accountable for establishing Scrum as defined in Scrum Guide and Scrum team's effectiveness. Accountabilities is an addition to Scrum Guide 2020, and interestingly, I have found several companies using Scrum overlook this update in Scrum. Now let's go back to what Jason said about responsibility without accountability is meaningless, and when the individual is not meeting their accountability, then that individual should be fired. What do you think about his opinion? Do you agree? And if you disagree, why so? Leave your comment down below. I'm really interested to hear your opinion on this one. Now folks, as you already know, I have already made a video about Scrum Master accountability on this channel. And I've found it interesting seeing some Scrum Masters become defensive after they watched that video, because they think there are many factors that are beyond Scrum Master's control to ensure the Scrum team is effective. There are factors outside of the Scrum team, such as the management or other stakeholders in the company that may make the Scrum team ineffective. So basically, many of these Scrum Masters don't want to be held accountable for the Scrum team's effectiveness. And when they compared their accountability with the product owner accountability, these Scrum Masters think that maximizing the value of the product is much easier because the value of the product is not uncertain. It doesn't have any uncertainty that is caused by human behaviors, unlike Scrum team's effectiveness. I personally disagree with that statement because a product is valuable when there are customers who purchase the product. In fact, not only just one customer, it requires a lot of customers purchasing the product, otherwise the company might not make profit from that product. Customers are human too, and as human beings, customers are also unpredictable. There are many unpredictabilities that may affect the customer's decision to purchase the product. And a lot of time, getting the customer to purchase the product and engaging them to actively use the product, it's hard, it's unpredictable. Hence, I also think it's beyond the product owner's control. The product owner may do the best marketing and promotion campaign effort. Even doing so does not guarantee the customer will purchase the product and actively engage with the product. And on top of that, another uncertainty is even if the product is already high quality, but when a competitor comes up with a better product that is delivered to the market faster, the customer might end up with the competitor's product. That's uncertain. We can't hold off our competitor to deliver slower than us. So I personally think both the Scrum Master and the product owner have accountability that has human factors in it, hence both are uncertain. Now let's get back to our topic about accountability related with getting fired. What do you folks think? If the Scrum Master and also the product owner in the company are fired when they are not meeting their accountabilities as defined in Scrum Guide, do you think this would level up the quality of Scrum Masters and product owners in the job market? Would this change how companies these days hire Scrum Master and product owner from the job market? I'd like to have an open discussion on this one because I have found a lot of people are complaining about the quality of Scrum Master and product owner they see in the job market, and I'm really interested to hear your opinions. Alright, that is all from me for today, folks. Thank you for watching today's vlog. Looking forward to the discussion in the comment section. I will see you there. Have a great day, everyone. Bye now.